Alright guys, welcome back to the final day of the season in more PES 5 Master League. So here we are, the end of another season is upon us. There's a lot of stats and things to go through. I know a lot of people do ask for it every now and again, and the end of the season is always the one where we go through it. Marshall is your guy with the captain's armband today, so yeah, how about that? He's going to take that one. It was either him or maybe Rooney, but we just went for him in the end. So yeah, Shimizu's going to start this one. Figo's in there again. Gambino is going to be at right back, believe it or not. Red form arrow, and he can play there. He can play as a side back, he can play as a wing back. We're going to try him out. So we put him in there for Cafu. So, yeah. Other than that, not really an awful lot to note. Palmieri, Maldini, Roberto Carlos is in there. Kaiser, DMF, Nuri Sahin attacking midfield. Inzaghi up front. With Rooney, wasn't it? Yeah, that was it. So, yeah, let's get out there. Final day. Blackburn are already down, but it's all kicking off. It's Survival Sunday, this one. We're not playing any part of it. We could have been if Blackburn was still in the relegation dogfight, but they're not. They're already down and out, unfortunately for them. So yeah, it's between, I believe, like Celtic. Bolton are playing We United, so if Bolton win that one, We United could be down, but you never know. Results could twist it. Wigan are taking on Rangers. Celtic are against Newcastle, by the way. So there's all kinds of stuff kicking off everywhere, and we don't know what's going to happen. We have no idea, Jeff. And this could be a good start, but Nuri Sahin's header is off target. We just want to kind of run out a few players and just end off the season in a good fashion, I suppose. That's all we want to do today. So, yeah, this is the episode that takes me like an hour to get through, by the way. So I'm going to be rambling for quite a while. So, you know, if you want to stick with us all the way to the end of this one, please do. We've got pre-season to sort out. We already know two of the fixtures that we're having because we won the Champions League. Villarreal won what would be the UEFA Cup or Europa. So we're going to be playing them as like a Super Cup thing in pre-season. Manchester United would be the Community Shield. So there's two, but we've got 6 other fixtures. Probably one of them is going to be World All-Stars, we imagine, and Marshall gets to that one. Nicely done. He's on a red form arrow today. No check today. Cordoba's on the bench, but, you know, Marshall is Marshall, you know. He's on that red form arrow, and he's been great this season. For me, I think, to be honest, Marshall, because there's been this whole big thing with goalkeepers since Czech was struggling with a bit of form earlier in the season. And I think Marshall's really stepped in there when he has to, and so has Moscow Cordoba, so really happy with the goalkeeping. But Czech has sort of come back and kind of redeemed himself a little bit, you might say. So yeah, it's all not bad. It's got to be a good ball to Inzaghi, that, but it's not from Rooney, and he's going to let the ball run out of play. So we won't know what has happened until the end of this game regarding the relegation fight. First place is sorted out, second place is sorted out, the European spots have all been sorted out, so there's really nothing apart from the relegation fight today to look out for. I think there's some of the other leagues, a lot of those haven't been decided. I think a few of them haven't been decided yet. So there's that, etc. Here's Shimizu, here's Rooney, here's Inzaghi. Inzaghi is in there today. There's no Orellano. I think Orellano is on the bench though. Or is he not? Actually, I don't think he is. Because he's just got a green arrow. So we've gone with Inzaghi with the yellow arrow. So, yeah. Here is Kaiser. He's going to move over to Shimizu here. That's Roberto Carlos who puts Shimizu in. It's good stuff. It's Shimizu. Oh, maybe he could have played Rooney in. Oh, yeah, I think he could have played Rooney in as well. He's gone for it himself and missed. Oh well. Just over halfway through this first half here. Not a lot really happening. We've got, I think it's Eto'o up front, isn't it? And is it Benzema as well? Oh, I think was it one of them or both of them scored in the previous game this season. And Pedersen is out wide here, and I think Palmieri came back for that one. Or was it? No, it was Gambino's sliding tackle there, which did it. So yeah, plenty to get through basically. And here is Shimizu, and he's got the opportunity to whip the ball in. There's nobody really there for it though. Inzaghi's going to chase the ball down. So yeah, I think for me, signing of the season gotta be Inzaghi. I think a lot would have probably agree on that one. That's not to say some of the other signings haven't been good. Like you know, Nuri Sahin's had moments. Don't get me wrong. Jos was kind of good at first, but then hasn't really played an awful lot of games for a while. Orellano's progressively got better. Like, he started out very slow. He's having one or two moments that haven't been so great. I'm trying to think who else we signed now. Was it Figo we were acquired? I can't really judge him. He hasn't played an awful lot of matches for me to judge him just yet, in my opinion. So yeah, I think for me, Inzaghi would be the star of the the signing of the season. I think for us, like, he's not done an awful lot. Don't get me wrong, but what he has done in a short amount of time, at the age he is as well, has been good. So yeah, flop of the season, you might say it's been Jos, probably. I think a lot of people would say that. Like, Nuri Sahin has scored a few goals here and there and sets them up, so I'm not gonna say he is the flop. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm not going to include like Chivu or De Jong in that. I mean, De Jong has actually been really good. Maybe you consider him the signing of the season, but he only came in January, so I don't really want to include those guys. I'm not going to include Palmieri either in that, but yeah. That's what's happening in this game. Not really a lot happening. Shimizu probably the best chance, and even that wasn't so great. Hopefully a better second half. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Maybe I should put out a poll, actually. Maybe I should put out a poll like just before the end of the season each year, so you guys can vote on your favourite signing or star of the season, flop of the season. Oh, I don't know whose tackle that was. Was it Maldini's? What a tackle it was. If so, etc. This season's been rocky though. How does it rank amongst other seasons? Not the best, obviously. Not the worst though, because we've actually come away with all 3 trophies, whereas season 4 we never managed that. So, yeah. I think that's probably what I'd say about it. That's too far. And it's offside. We're just talking about Nuri Sahin, and then he does that. Come on, man. Yeah, I think overall, best player in the team this season, though, if I had to pick anyone, maybe Mutu, just because of the goals, probably again. If I had to pick someone outside of Mutu, though, some of my maybe underrated players of the season are definitely Wayne Rooney. Like, he has been good in the matches where we have played him. Like, he's mostly played like the cup games and stuff, but he's taken charge and he's been so good. Yeah, he's missed like a penalty or 2, has he, this season or whatever, but he has been so good, and I think he's really improved in attacking midfield, to be honest. Like, I prefer him as an attacking midfielder than I do than a forward player. Didn't at Manchester United in real life he became more of an attacking mid rather than a forward player towards the end of his United real career, I believe, if I remember correctly. So I mean, that's kind of something. And that ball's not going to go through to Rooney. Mutu is on the bench, considering sub options actually at the moment. And here is Rooney. It's Rooney. It's... Oh! Oh! It's a goal for Inzaghi. The Blackburn lot don't like that. He's just 20, and that's why I said he's been pretty good this season. Not being amazing, but doing what he can, when he gets the chances. And this here is so unlucky. I don't think it's Friedel in goal for them, is it? It's someone else, but it's a question of, does Rooney shoot here or does he try and square it? It's a little bit too far. He does get his foot around it. Good save initially, but then the goalkeeper has no clue where that ball is ending up. And just after an hour played, it is 1-0. There is no half-time scores. We're playing during the daytime here, so there is no half-time scores. So we'll see what the results were and who went down. I think it's kind of stupid because we find out like who went down first before we actually see the results or the table. So it kind of sucks that it does it that way, but oh well. If you play an evening fixture though, you can, I believe, see the results first, but the Premier League final day always takes place at like, is it like 4 o'clock on the last day? So we always kind of try to fit that theme in, which if you didn't know, the patch allows us to do that. And again, shout outs to those that make these fantastic patches, because this just makes these playthroughs like a million times better in my opinion. So yeah, but a long season, probably the longest season I think we've ever had, because there's been some delays here and there. So the season started in June last year with the first pre-season game, and it finishing in June. So it's kind of almost been a 12-month season, which is insane. Usually it's about a 10-month sort of season-ish, I believe, or something around that. That's too far for Inzaghi, that, I believe. Oh, it's not. That's good stuff. Oh, couldn't keep the ball going there with Figo, unfortunately. And good ball. Good ball. Inzaghi could have taken it round the keeper. That's an answer we'll never know. So we are going to make one substitute in a moment, and that is Figo is going to come off because his stamina is looking a little bit on the empty side. So we'll do that. And then we've still got one more. De Jong, what a signing. Like, this guy's scored about, what, 6 goals? 5 or 6 goals since he's joined in half a season. He's done more than I thought he would. He was brought in just as, well, it was a panic buy, basically, pretty much, because we were struggling this season. Us and United have been back and forth so much. And it's Benzema with a chance there to equalise, and a great save by Marshall stops it. It's coming into the box. It's back out again. It's Inzaghi. And Rooney. Oh, Rooney's off. Oh, only just. That's unbelievable, that. So, but yeah, back and forth with United constantly and all that. And Inzaghi. Oh, and a free kick here. It's going to be Rooney to take it. Rooney says, I'll have a crack at it. Why not? Here's Reed. So the final 2 subs are going to be made. Mutu and Orellana are going to come on. Why not? Mutu's had 25 league goals this season. So unless... Is it Ljungberg or someone who's in second position with like 19, I believe, at the moment. So like, unless he has scored like 7 on this final day for Arsenal, pretty much not happening, is it? So, yeah. Orellana's going into attacking midfield. Does anybody remember that one game? I can't remember which one it was where we put him into attacking midfield. I want to say it was the game against Everton in the League Cup, like the second leg. I want to say it was that game. I can't remember exactly. And, yeah. We put him there and he just wasn't great. Oh, here's Rooney. It's Rooney. It's Orellana. Oh, it's Orellana. Mutu. Offside. Yeah, it is offside. I was going to say that looked offside to me. I don't think it's been too bad. Oh, that is so close. I don't think it's been too bad of a game, honestly. That could have been number 26 for him, but it won't be. This looks like it could be the final kick of the game. Oh, there is an offside there, actually, by Johnson. I wouldn't say it's been a bad kind of match, this. We're just being a bit unlucky. That's Orellano, and kind of having to go back a little bit, and Gambino's lost the ball. It's Gambino, here's De Jong. Can we find anything out of this? It's a goal! And it's going to be Shimizu. There we go. The cherry on the cake there for this last game of the season. You know what? The season started out really well. Shimizu looked really fire, honestly, in pre-season, I remember. And, yeah, he hasn't played for quite a while. He doesn't really get an awful lot of game time. Like, you know, international duties have got in the way here and there. And here's De Jong's ball in, by the way. Finds Shimizu here, manages to get his head on this. And then he comes up with a goal like on the last day, the last kick pretty much of the last day of the season for 2-0 to push us, I believe, over 80 points. I think that is now, and Maldini's just going to boot this away, and that is the last kick of the season. We bow out of a kind of a rocky season. But we really got going in the second half of the season. It's been much better. Now the match is Shimizu with, in the end, got the job done. He was on a red form arrow, which is why he started. Figo came off. He was okay. Yeah, he was fine. Kaiser got a 7 though. Inzaghi was really fortunate with the goal. Rooney got a 7. He provided the assist on it, I guess. I don't know. It wasn't Rooney's best game, but I always find that Rooney's better in attacking midfield rather than up front. I don't know. He never used to impress at attacking midfield, but then he's gotten better at attacking midfield, I find. So yeah. Great defending, I have to say. Was it Gambino put in a really good slide tackle at one point? I think Maldini did the same at one point to save us from possibly conceding. Gambino at side back, is that a new role, guys? He can play there. He can play there. So, going to keep you all waiting a little bit longer, but this is how it is. Team ranking, 166 for us. Juventus second with AC Milan, both on 90. Manchester United and Ajax are both fourth on 87. Chelsea on 80. Real Madrid 69. Inter Milan 69. Newcastle 67. AS Roma also on 67 in 9th position. And that is pretty much your top 10 there. Arsenal just sitting outside that, so are Bayern, so are Barcelona, so are Villarreal, so are we United. Villarreal just won the UEFA competition, didn't they? So does that. So yeah, and you know, if you want to look at any of this, just give it a small pause. But slowly scroll through them. Who's come up from the second division? That's another question that I haven't brought up today, actually. Manchester City are sitting on 52nd. Could they be back up? Could West Ham? Could PES United be back up, guys? It'd be good to see PES United again, honestly. Galatasaray 68, Cagliari 70, Empoli 71, and Osasuna 72 with just 11 points. But for the leagues that are concerning for us, it's Fulham, who are the worst there, with 65th position, which is tied, but they've only got 31 points. Meanwhile, in the league rankings, this is how it stands. Premier League is top with 195, League 4 is on 113, we got Serie A with 103, and the Spanish League is on 97. Very quickly, we've got some retired player data here. So we've got Drogba retiring from Chelsea at 37. We've got Shevchenko retiring at 39. We've got Recoba at 39. Ronaldo at 39. Raul at 38. Marquez 36. Sambrot at 38. Samuel at 37. Edu 37. He's at Is that Palermo? We got Govu, we got Cameronese at 39, Carter, or Nakata, or whatever you want to call him, Bolton, who's 38. I don't know if Bolton have been relegated or not. We haven't checked the league table. I'm keeping you guys waiting. We got Good Johnson of Chelsea, who's 37, is going. Biscan of Panathinaikos now, 37. We've got Valeron at 40. Damn, attacking midfielder. It was still playing at like 40. Man, Salihamidzic at 38 there. Who else we got? We got Otto. We got Kuhl, he's going. Kuhl's retiring, man. Wow, 11 seasons in. AC Milan. He's been at AC since like season 2 when we swapped him, I believe. 37 he is now. Wow, he's played like 10 years then. Or so, or almost 10 years at Milan. Is it like 9.5 seasons, something like that? Manish, wow, so many retiring players here. We've got Danny Murphy at 38 of Charlton now retiring. Wow, that is a lot of players retiring. Look at all these legends, guys, that are going. This is insanity. Cool thing is, though, that, like, you know, they are retiring and they'll be up for regions eventually. So, yeah, this is what the final league table looks like. Everton have pushed themselves into 8th to make the top half of the table at the last second. So, yeah, for us, we are finishing up the season on 74 points. We scored 82 goals. We conceded 14. Goal difference is 68. We won 23. We drew 5. We lost 2. We lost to Blackburn and Manchester United. So we lost to the second best team, and we lost to the... I don't want to reveal it actually just yet, but you probably saw. we lost to the bottom team as well. Isn't that something? Everyone in between, we pretty much either drew or beat. Chelsea third with 58. Arsenal 4th with 51. Newcastle... got Champions League qualification, 46. Tottenham, Champions League qualification with 42. Wasn't it Tottenham last season who almost went down? They almost got relegated, and now they're back into Europe. What a massive turnaround. Like they went from Champions League final against us to fighting relegation back to Europe. Like, what has happened there? Like, so many ups and downs kind of thing. Crazy stuff. Rangers finished 7th, which I want to say is their highest position they've ever finished in this league, with 38. They managed 11 wins this season. Moving down to the bottom, though, it is going to be Bolton, who are relegated. It looks like we United beat them then, which means Bolton can't do anything about it. Wow, Charlton actually ended up in 14th. Weren't they like 11th before this game week? I want to say they were about 11th. And they've gone down to 48. I mean, they still stayed up. That's the main thing for them. Wigan are on 33 points. We United 34, Celtic 34, Birmingham 35, West Brom 36. Not good enough for Bolton though, just the 29 points. They managed 8 wins, but it just wasn't enough. They still needed another 4 points and then some goal difference on top of that to even stay up. So yeah, I mean, a good effort, a good try, but Blackburn also down. Wasn't it Bolton and Blackburn that came up the other year and they both beat us? I'm sure it was like 2 or 3 seasons ago now. And now they're going down, you know what I mean? Like, why do we always lose to teams at the bottom? No idea. Really quickly, though, this is what's happening in the Spanish league. So Sevilla came 15th and Osasuna came dead last in 16th for just 17 points. Again, pause the video if you want to see any of this. Villarreal, who won the UEFA Cup or Europa League, finished up in 9th in the Spanish league. So well done there. Real Madrid won the league. With 65 points, they won 20 games this season. Barcelona finish up in 2nd with Getafe really almost there, like the 2 goal difference between them. Like, almost did it, Getafe there for 2nd position, which would have got them automatically qualified into the Champions League group stage. We got Real Betis in 4th, we got Real Sociedad in 5th, we got Mallorca in 6th, we got Real Zaragoza just missing out. So unfortunate there. In Serie A, this is how it finished. Empoli with just the 20 points at dead last. Cagliari 15th in 22nd. And for those, again, that don't know, it doesn't mean anything in the other 3 leagues. The teams cannot be relegated because there's no 2nd division below them. So there's no promotion or relegation in those divisions. But if there was, then Cagliari and Empoli, for example, would be down. But Udinese just sitting above there. I don't know if there's any, like... penalty for it? Like, is anybody ever finished in 15th or 16th without a league lower than them? Do you get some sort of like penalty for that or something? I'm not sure. Do you get like fined for it or some? I've no idea. I've never had it happen, so I wouldn't know exactly. But it's crazy. I can understand being relegated, but I don't know what happens if there's no league below you. I don't think anything really does happen, I'd imagine. But Juventus win the league. Look at this: 21 wins each, 5 draws each, and 4 losses each. Juventus managed to score 68 goals this season. AC Milan only managed 63. They conceded, 7 more than Juventus, and the goal difference was 32 for AC Milan. Juventus was 44, so well done to Juventus there, just edging it out. But well done to AC Milan, pushing it all the way to the final day, you know. Roma there with 60 points, Livorno 59, Fiorentina 57, and Inter Milan finish up in 6th, but it's enough to get them a qualification place for Europe. Sampdoria missing heavily out there, 13 points difference between 6th and 7th. And finally, League 4 looks like this. Look at this, PSG. 28 points, 16th position, in fact falling to 16th on the final day because of the down arrow next to them. The up arrow for Galatasaray, they were dead last, and they managed to squeeze up to 15th on the last day, but also managed 28 points. Goal difference not as bad as Paris is there. Wow. We've got Anderlecht in 14th, we've got Olympiacos 13th, Fenerbahce 12th, Benfica 11th, Stuttgart 10th, Club Brugge 9th. In the top half, it was Ajax who won this league with 64 points. Olympique Lyonnais, they managed 2nd, and I'm surprised but also quite happy for them, because it's always usually been Ajax and Bayern in this league that are usually, you know, hanging around 1st and 2nd. So Lyon have come up to 2nd this season, so Bayern will have to go through qualification next season in the Champions League. We've got PSV finishing up in 4th, we've got Porto in 5th, and Marseille in 6th. Dortmund, Panathinaikos just missing out there. Very, very close. So we got a few points. We didn't get the assist bonus. I think Iniesta had like 8 assists this season, but it's not too much of a problem for us. We'll look at the top goal scorers and all that in a moment. But it's going to be Portsmouth and Aston Villa that are back up into the top division next season. So well done to Portsmouth. We haven't seen them for a number of seasons now. In fact, have we not seen Portsmouth since season 2, I want to say? Has it really been that long? Has it been like 10 seasons pretty much without Portsmouth? Am I correct in actually saying that? Is it like 9 or 10 seasons now? And they're back up. I want to say it is. That's insane. But Villa, they've not been down too long, but they've come back up now. Yeah, welcome back Portsmouth and Aston Villa. So, pre-season matches. Well, the first 2 are going to be Villarreal for what would be a European Super Cup. And the second one will be Manchester United, what would be a Community Shield. So that's going in 8th slot right there. So we need to pick the other 6 matches. Now, I think a lot of people like us to play the World All-Stars, so we're thinking of doing that again. Let's have a little look here. We've got the Jaguars and the Little Rascals, who I don't think we've ever played before. I believe we've played Jaguars, but I'll maybe have to look into this. So give me quite a bit of time, and I'm going to skip forward to when we filled all these slots out. And we are back. So thankfully it didn't take too long to figure this out. But instead of playing the World All-Stars this season, I've decided let's play the European All-Stars, because we haven't played against them for a while. And this year, in 2024 that is, there is an upcoming Euro 2024 tournament, so kind of fits in with that theme, but by the time that video goes up, I believe that tournament will be about finished anyway. But you get the point, so maybe let's do that this year instead. Will it be a 30-minute match like the World All-Stars one was last time? I doubt for, because I don't think anyone really cared that much, but okay. What I've tried to do is go for teams that I don't believe we've played before. So obviously we've got Villarreal and Manchester United, who we have played before, and European All-Stars. Everybody likes us to play against one of the All-Stars team maybe every year. So European All-Stars is going to be the one this year. But Mallorca, I don't believe we've ever played against them. I think we've done it in PES 6, but we haven't done it in PES 5. Livorno, who I think, didn't they get into Champions League qualification from the table I just read like 10 minutes ago or whatever? So Livorno. Little Rascals, because I've never ever seen that team pop up in a Master League before. In all my years of playing, I've never seen Little Rascals pop up, so I'm like, yes, let's do that. Siena, because again, a team that I don't think we've played from what I've seen. And Osasuna, Little Osasuna, who are always like dead last in the Master League rankings. Let's show some love for them, because there's always a team ranking announcement and they're always at the bottom, and I feel so bad for them. So let's show a little bit of love for Osasuna actually this time. So yeah, then again, we're playing Osasuna, Villarreal and Mallorca, so there's like 3 Spanish teams in there. So yeah, we'll go with that. That seems okay to me, that one. And then we've got like a European Super Cup against Villarreal and a Community Shield match against Manchester United. So that is our pre-season lineup for next season. So if we take a look at the results on the last day of the season, this is what happened. Celtic actually won 3-1 against Newcastle. Bearing in mind, for whatever reason, it reverses everything after the final fixture. So Celtic were actually away for that one. So Wigan were at home to Rangers and they won 2-1. Arsenal won at home 4-0 against Birmingham. West Brom won at home against Charlton 3-1. Manchester United won away at Spurs 2-1. We United won away at Bolton 2-0, and Chelsea Everton drew 1-1. So that is your final day results. So I don't know, we're just going to start off with FA Cup here, and this is what happened in it. So top goal scorers were Rooney and Mutu. What did I say about Rooney though? He did score quite a bit this season and did really well. So yeah, I think Mutu in the final game against Chelsea scored a lot, which is why he pretty much equaled Rooney in the end. But if you ask me, I think Rooney was probably the best player of that tournament, for us at least anyway. So yeah, you needed at least a couple of goals to get on here. Again, just pause the video if you want to look at any of this. But yeah, and for assists, well, it was a 3-way tie between Palm, Lampard and Babel. So there you go. Fabregas got a couple of assists for us. Iniesta, Nurisahin, Roberto Carlos got one. Gambino, Rolano, Shimizu, Rooney, good stuff. This is the UEFA Cup right here, and Villarreal won that competition, so expect a lot of their players on here. But Albelda for Valencia got a couple there, though. It was Cases for Villarreal that got 3 assists in the end, so yeah. We got Cantalupi there for Chelsea with 1. Fabio Aurelio there for Valencia were 1 as well. And goals was Aymar with Tote, Jose Marie and Neto for Rangers with 3. So yeah, got Jeremy there for Chelsea with a couple of goals, etc. So let's move ahead, and this is Champions League, and for assists we got Rooney with 4. What did I say? We got Torres there for Newcastle actually with 4, and Blasi with Juventus with 4. But yeah, Babel and Rooney there with 4 each in the Champions League, not bad. So yeah, we got Gambino there with a couple in 7th, Orellano with a couple, Gerrard, Fabregas, Iniesta, etc. So not bad. And for goals in the Champions League, it's a tie between Babel and Mutu with 7 each. Look at that though, Inzaghi for us with 5. I didn't realise he'd scored 5 in the Champions League. I thought he only scored like 2, maybe 3 at most. I don't remember 5 at all. But yeah, like I said, not a bad start for Inzaghi joining us. He joined on the last day of the summer last year. Last minute signing, and it's been pretty damn good. So yeah. Well done to Mutu and Babel there. Gilardino with 5 there. We've got Luke here for Newcastle with 4. Rooney's up there. Torres is up there. Yeah, Bamogo, Raul for Real Madrid, Owen with 3, Ji-sung, Aymar, etc. So if you want to look at all of the cup stats for the team, this is how it looks. So we've got like player ratings here. Like overall, we've got like Gerrard with 7.5 there. He managed 1 goal. We've got Iniesta with a couple of goals, assists there. We've got Mutu with a 6.9. Mafio 7, Iniesta 7.2. 7 for Jos there. He didn't really play an awful lot, but like the 1 or 2 games he did play, he probably got, you know, a good rating, so that's why it's that high. It just basically takes from what I know the average. So yeah, Rooney there with a 7.5. Probably in the cup, he's probably my player of that tournament, in my opinion, because he was really good this season. So yeah, we've got Figo with a 7.5 there, Inzaghi with a 7.2. And we got the Champions League here as well. So Iniesta with a 7.1, Mutu with a 7.3 there with 7 goals. We'll probably come across Babel in a moment. We've got Shimizu with a 7.4. Babel with a 7.3. Wait a minute, what did Mutu get? 7.3? Okay. It's not bad. Gambino 7.1, Inzaghi with a 7. Inzaghi's had a pretty damn good season, hasn't he? I mean, that's like 5 Champions League goals, and in Division 1, where is he? He got just the 1 in the FA Cup, but still very good. So that's at least 6 goals he scored there. Now, if we look at our league stats here, this is what happened. So there's just like the 5.8 there for Czech. Not a fantastic, fabulous season for him, but you know, Iniesta with a 7.3 there. He managed 10 league goals this season. Ronaldo, despite not playing an awful lot, did manage 13 goals in the league. So, okay, not too bad. Mafia got the 1 goal. Risa got the 1 goal. Gerrard didn't score any in the league this season, but managed 4 assists. I mean, I don't know with Gerrard. He's good. You know, he puts in the assists. He gets in there. He tries to create things and make them happen. You know, I'm not expecting him to score loads of goals. He used to play sort of like attacking midfield in the earlier seasons, but now he plays like more sort of like wide central midfield sort of area. So yeah, Mafia though, 8 assists. But Iniesta though, I mean, maybe a bit of an underdog in the league. 10 goals and 8 assists this season. Very, very good. Ronaldo put in 6 assists and Mutu put in 5 assists. We got a goal for Maldini. Jos got an assist, 1 assist. Mascherano got a goal. We got De Jong with a couple of goals, 1 assist on his return to the club. Just half a season, by the way. Shimizu just 1 goal but 4 assists. Playing as a midfielder though. We got 4 assists for Nuri Sahin, no goals. He did score in Champions League though, I remember at least, and I think maybe the Cup. Did he? I don't know, we just looked at that and I didn't pay as much attention to it. We've got Babel here though with 12 goals and 4 assists, so well done to Babel, not bad. Rooney with 2 assists there. Fernando Torres with just the 3 league goals and 2 assists. I think Torres' time is probably up. I reckon he probably should be sold now, in my opinion. Gambino with just the 1 goal, no assists or anything. 8 league goals for Inzaghi. So what? Is that 14 goals this season for Inzaghi then? Because I mean, he got 6 in other competitions, we just said, didn't we? So 8 in the league. Man, 14 for a debut season at 20 years old is not bad at all. That's actually really good. Wow, quite liking this guy. We only had the 3 goals for Orellano in the league and 2 assists. So not as good as Inzaghi, in my opinion, this season overall. Obviously, this is just the league we're looking at here for stats, but still very good. It's not bad. It's, you know, it's about what I'm expecting, basically. So in the Premier League, this is the assists ranking. So Iniesta and even Mafio, they're not far off with getting the top spot. We got Ji-sung and Rillo for Manchester United on 8. We got Barker, whatever you want to call it, for Newcastle with 8. We got Essien with 8. Azoa, I want to say, for Wigan with 8. BT with 8 for Smiths. A lot of decent assists here. These are the you know, players that have been helping Wigan and Celtic to safety this season. But it's Duff for Chelsea with 10, who's going to be the assist king this season in the league, if you want to call him that. We've got Zorgby down here, Routledge, Chaplow. We've got Ronaldo for us with 6, and Ducasey for Bolton. Probably said it wrong, but they got 6, wasn't enough to help Bolton stay up. And the top goal scorers here in the league, you needed at least 10 to get on here, which Iniesta for us managed. He's just so good. Iniesta, like add another 5 years to this guy's contract because he's that good, honestly. What Neto here for Rangers with 10. We got Lampard as a midfielder for Chelsea who hit 10. Tadic for Charlton with 10. Defoe for Tottenham with 10. We got Morales for Tottenham with 10. Kamal for Wigan has managed 11. Drogba in his final season managed 12 league goals for Chelsea. He is now retired. Smith for Manchester United managed 7th, tied for 7th place there. And Babel, who managed 12 as well. Ji-sung for Manchester United managed 14 from an attacking midfielder. Ronaldo for us. Oh, did I say Ji-sung managed 14? It was 13. If I accidentally said that wrong there, I don't know. But 13th tied Ronaldo with Ji-sung. So yeah, both in 5th position. BT for Everton there managed 15 in 4th position. Michael Owen for Newcastle managed 18 in 3rd position. Bearcamp, I know it wasn't Lundberg, it was Bearcamp. For some reason I was getting those guys' names confused, but it was Bearcamp for Arsenal who managed 21. And finally Mutu, 25 goals for him in the league this season. Didn't hit the 30, didn't need to. He could have had 26 if it wasn't an offside there at the end of the final game, but it doesn't matter. He's not going to care about that. If you add on the rest of the goals I believe he scored this season, I think he scored 37 goals this season throughout all competitions. So yeah, well done to Mutu. So development sheet time. So many people asked for this one, and here it is. So you know what? I always ramble too much in this section of the video. So if you guys want to just see any of these stats, I'm going to put each player on the screen for like, I don't know, 5-10 seconds, something like that at least. I might just say a little bit about each player here and there. I want to keep it as short as I can though. So, check. 33 years of age, had a dodgy season. Some of his stats have gone down there, like his response and his balance. He's still a good guy though. He's still good. He's redeemed himself in the Champions League final. I reckon we could keep him for at least a season or two more. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what other keepers may be out there potentially. I don't know yet. Puyol, his stats are pretty much going down. Honestly, this guy, he's going to be 38 next season. He's probably going to retire. Like, I could see it happening. It's not going to last much longer. He's going to go soon. He's been so solid since joining in Season 4, though. So, yeah. Heitinger, he's only 31. Keeping this guy. His stats have all gone up there. He's got to stay. He's a rock at the back. And he stepped in when Colaccini, I believe, left, didn't he? So, great stuff. Ramos has been absolutely fire since joining. He's 29, going to be 30 next season. Still got many years ahead of him. Good stuff. Risa, what do I say about Risa? Shot power's gone down by 4. Top speed, he feels like he's getting slower. And I don't know how much longer he keep doing this. He's going to be 37 next season and he's still in the team. But he's still pretty strong, you know what I mean? And he does come up with red form arrows. I don't know. We brought in Jos last season and Jos hasn't been the greatest, honestly. He was pretty solid, Jos, at the start, but he's not really played an awful lot in like the second part of the season, etc. So we'll see what happens. Kaiser, 24, he's going up and up and up in the world. That's all I'm going to say. He's staying put. There you go. Gerrard, I mean, like I say, his best days are probably behind him, but he's still solid as a rock. Going to be 36 next season. I don't really see Gerrard really going anywhere. I think he's still good to keep in the team even at this point. Mafior is an absolute machine. He's 31, going to be 32 next season. He's been at the club almost 10 seasons now. I think it's going to be 10 years as of the start of next season. So this guy, he's staying put. He's been an absolute just machine. He really has. What a guy, what a legend. Can play centre mid. I think he's better as centre mid personally than he is at side back. but can also play there if you want him to. Iniesta for us is just, again, he is a machine. Like, Mafio and Iniesta are just machines, man. They really are. They're beast mode machines. Like, I don't know what to say. Technique for Iniesta, 96 there. His speed, like, acceleration's pretty good, shots pretty good, stamina's good. Just all round great to have in the team, honestly. Don't know what else to say, but he's staying put. Ronaldo, dribble speed has gone down by 1. Okay. Shot power gone down by 1. Okay, so he's hit the age of 30 and slightly declining on 1 or 2 areas. But he's still good. He hasn't played that much this season. I think in the league last season, he hit something like 23 league goals, and it was good enough to win the Golden Boot last season, but he hasn't played as much this season, and Mutu's played more than he has. I don't know about Ronaldo. I'm sort of iffy on it. I'm sort of like, do we really need this guy anymore? I'm not sure. But who else is out there for a replacement if needs be? Do we even need a replacement? I don't know. I'm in two minds about Ronaldo. I mean, like, he didn't even play the Champions League final, for example. We didn't need him there to, in a way. Which says that the team's good, even without him, but also, when you spend that much money on a player, you sort of want to play them a bit more. But I haven't felt the need to. Like, I prefer Babel to be up front. That's just how I feel. I don't know if you guys feel the same about that. Mutu, I mean, this guy's legendary. He's the most legendary player in this entire game for me. He just is. Man, I don't know what to say about this guy. He keeps doing it every year. Yeah, I mean, free kick accuracy's gone down, acceleration's gone down a little bit, top speed's gone down. He's still got some good pace about him, even so. So, yeah, even at 37 into next season, I think he's going to stay anywhere. But yeah, I don't know how much longer he's going to stay. It's getting scary. The retirement is going to pop up one day, and I'm going to be so sad. Marshall has been excellent in goal, rarely makes a mistake. There was that one game against Everton this season where I think, did we win like 3-0 or 4-1 or something like that, and he was just really good in it. He stepped up when Czech was having a rough patch, etc. I remember that one, it stood out, and even pulled off a good save today in the final game. So Marshall's staying put as far as I'm concerned. Palmieri's just joined. He's improved on all of his stats pretty much, just about. His jump is 95, his defence is 95. Looks very good for the future, 21 years of age. Maldini, well, he's improving. He's 26 now, going to be 27 next season, and he looks very good. I mean, you look at his stats and you might think, oh, he doesn't look that great, but he has been very solid. So let's leave Maldini alone. Does make a few mistakes from time to time, but he's still solid. Jos, everything is improved there. The only problem with Jos, like I say, is he's maybe been the flop of the season, because even though he looked solid at the start of the season, he looked okay. I mean, he never really did anything too special. He's just kind of fallen off a bit recently, but we haven't really needed him. Roberto Carlos has been getting time at left back instead of him. You know, the way I see it, though, is the younger players need more time than the older players. And Jos is 28 and Roberto Carlos is like, I don't know, 20? Where is he? Yeah, he is 20. So I don't know about Jos. Do we sell up in the summer, try to trade? Maybe there's another left back out there. I don't know. It's something that needs possibly addressing, and we'll look at it in time. Mascherano, stamina's gone down. That's the only thing I can see there. He's solid. He usually just comes in for Kaiser when Kaiser's not around, but he does a good enough job. Is he dead weight in the team? Is he excess that we don't need, possibly? Maybe so, you might agree with that, but he's a good DMF to have, so I don't think we have too many DMFs. I mean, we got Mafio, for example, and I think Heitinger can even play there, but I'd rather Heitinger be in centre-back. So, I don't know, maybe, possibly, see if offers come in, I'm not sure. I mean, De Jong is not set to play as a DMF, but he can play there. Nothing's changed there because he's only just come back. I'm not expecting anything to really improve, but he's been very good. He's better going forward than probably defending De Jong. He's gotten a few goals, gets himself up there. He's kind of like Mafio in a way, reminds me of him. I was about to say maybe Mascherano could go, maybe De Jong could stay or something. I'm not entirely sure yet. Fabregas has been with us for a number of years now, but I feel like we're not really needing him anymore. Like, his stats are really good. Look at those stats. Very good and very much improved since he's joined. Do we need him? I'm not sure. It just feels like sometimes we don't. I'm not sure. You know, like, you could get a good number of years still out of him with those stats, you know what I mean? I don't know. Or do we get rid of someone else and it allows Fabregas to play more time? I mean, Fabregas is not going to play DMF, for example, but I don't know. We'll adjust and think about it, I suppose. Shimizu started off the season really well, but then just went on to not have as much time as I hoped he would. So I'm hoping maybe next season he might hit a bit more time. He's 26 now, been with us for a very long time. Halfway through season 2, I believe he joined. So yeah, like, what? That's like almost 10 years with the club now. Good stuff. Just want him to get more game time, honestly. That's really what I would like. I'd love him to play sort of attacking midfield, but when you've got Iniesta who can do that, you've got Rooney who can do that. We brought in Nuri Sahin last season, who has improved on a few things there. Is Nuri Sahin really needed? I don't know. We brought him in because we thought, like, oh, he's improved now and he looks better than he did a few years back when we first had him. He's 27, going to be 28 next season. Not sure yet. Well, again, it's another one of those things to think about. I don't know. Maybe do we get rid of Nuri Sahin and then Rooney comes into attacking midfield more, sort of thing, and maybe allows Shimizu to play more games. Things like international duties have got in the way though with Shimizu this season. Babel, solid as always. Look at his stats now. Oh my god, there's so many red stats there. Like, top speed is 97, acceleration, response. Oh my days, this guy. His attack has gone from 88 to 95. Great stuff. Jump, technique, just so much there. Shot power is 97. He's a legend. He's a legend. Rooney has improved on pretty much everything. You know what? Rooney is getting better. I think Rooney's got a stir. I'd like to see him play regularly in the first team, but like I say, with Iniesta sort of being the main attacking midfielder, you know, or maybe if like we do get rid of Torres, for example, because I feel like Torres' time is up. We don't really use him much anymore now. I think he scored like 2 seasons ago. I think he scored like 1 goal the entire season or something, and I think this season he's only scored like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, whatever. But I think Torres has got to go, but I don't know who we would potentially trade for if we had to. No idea yet, but we'll see. Cordoba, excellent upcoming goalkeeper, 24 years of age. That is all I'm going to say about him. He's staying put. Cannavaro, staying put. He's improving, Cannavaro, actually. He's still getting really good. He's pretty solid at the back when we have called upon him. His jump is 95, defense 94. And he's only 22. Roberto Carlos is improving. Look at that. His stamina has gone from 81 to 93. Wow. Shot power's 95. Pass speed 95. Maybe Roberto Carlos is the replacement for Risa. You know. But I'd like there to be another left. If Risa left, I want there to be another backup sort of left back in there. Which is kind of one of the whole ideas of bringing Yoss in. We had, was it Lam or someone before who played at that? I can't remember who it was now. Last season, I believe. But yeah, great stuff. Cafu has been solid since he first joined. His stamina's gone right up to 95 from 83. He is improving every season. He's only 23 still, and he's going to remain at the club. Figo, can't really say too much about him because he's only just joined. He hasn't really played an awful lot of games throughout the season, but he's looked okay. That's all I'm going to say for now. He's 22. He will have to start getting a bit more time and improving a bit more and doing a bit more for the team, though, if he is to stay in the long run. And that's all I'll say upon that. Gambino is slowly becoming a legend. He's only 19 still, going to be 20 next season. He's doing really good, and he's proving that he can do it as a side back as well. So this guy is staying put. His top speed is 95. His acceleration has gone up, his stamina has gone up, which is good because I like to see good stamina on players, because stamina annoys the crap out of me sometimes when it's too low. Attack has gone up to 91. This guy can do it all pretty much. Inzaghi, 14 goals this season as a 20-year-old. Are you kidding me right now? What is this guy? Like, his top speed is 89, acceleration 93. Stamina's gone up to 90, response 95. This guy is looking good, and he's only 20. Going to be 21 at the start of next season. He's staying put. Orellano, looks like everything has improved by 1 there. Wow, Orellano's defense was a 17 to begin with, and now it's an 18. I know he's only 20, but damn, that's a very low defense. I mean, I'm not expecting it to be high, but that's very low. But meanwhile, it's not about that with an attacking player, really, is it? It's about stamina, it's about speed, it's about passing, technique. What can he do up front? He's got potential. Personally, I feel Inzaghi's been the better player this season out of the two, but he's got potential. That's all I'll say for now. And finally, Chivu, well, his Kaelin's gone down. We didn't really use him too much. He was just there as a backup for defensive purposes, because it's been a bit of a rocky-ish season. So can't really say an awful lot on him. Will he stay for this coming season? Will he go? We'll find out over the summer with that one. So how does this season compare to some other seasons? Well, I don't know, maybe one or two of you want to see this, but our win average this season was 76.67, so not the best. Last year we had a 90. I think, didn't we have like a 93 one year? Yeah, 93.33 back in the 2010 season. So I think that still remains our best one. I mean, we've had a couple of 90s in there. I can't compare it against season 1, but season 2, season 2 wasn't too bad. You know, season 4 was abysmal. Season 5 much better. Season 6 even better. Best season still to date, I believe, that one. So we've managed a 76.67, so not our best, but not our worst either. I mean, you compare that against the 2012 season, we won 23, drew 7 and lost none. We won 23 this season, we drew 7 but lost 2, so I don't know. I mean, we conceded 14, scored 82. So, I mean, our conceding isn't too bad. I was conceding around maybe just above 10 each season, apart from that wondrous season 6. How we did that, I still don't know to this day. But, yeah, okay. Not too bad of a season overall. I mean, how many points did we get in the league in the end? Was it 70? Was it 72 or something like that? I mean, again, not the best, but is what it is. So, point rankings, this is how it is. I don't even think this even changes every year, to be honest, because it's still got old retired player data there from goalkeepers anyway. So, Khan 1 with a 6.33, retired 2007. Tolder, retired 2009, 6.29. Van der Sar, who retired 2008, is now regened, obviously. But I believe when they regen, I don't think it adds anything on. It just goes by what the original, you know, like, oh, he played from 2005 to 2008 when he was originally there, so the regen doesn't add anything to that. It just starts its own stats, I believe. But it was a 6.22. Lehman, retired 2008, 6.18. And Martin, who had literally one season, 2005 to 2005, 6.13. So, yeah. Forward players, we've got Nihat for Livorno, who was on a 6.62. We need to look into that. Do we go grab this guy? He seems to be doing very well. We're going to be playing Livorno in pre-season. Denilson, retired 2013, 6.61. We've got Sheringham, who's still on the go for AC Milan. He's got a 6.61. We got Larson, who's 2008, with a 6.59. And Lopez with a 6.59, retired 2010. We got... Oh my god. Really? Wow, I think this is like the first time we've ever had a player on one of these point ranking systems. And it's Gambino. Gambino with a 6.53. He is tied with the guy who's playing for Charlton, Abdesadki or something like that. Probably said it wrong, and I apologise if I have. But wow, okay, I finally got. I think that's like the first time I've ever had a player on one of these things, and he's actually top spot as well. Tied top spot, but it's still top spot. I don't care. Good going, Gambino. 6.53, my man. Not bad, and he's doing it outside back as well. But I believe the game just sort of primarily makes him like a midfield player. So yeah, but we got Gullit there, who was in third position, AC Milan, 6.49. Schnellinger for AC Milan also, 6.47. Nedved retired 2008, 6.46 in fifth position. And defenders, we've got Carboni, who originally, after one season, retired and managed to get fourth position with 6.42. He's now at Arsenal, I'm assuming the regen, and he's on a 6.40 in fifth position. So, you know, okay. We got Mila Jelavic, I want to say, in third position, retired 2006, 6.45. We got Thuram, retired 2008 with a 6.49. And we got Maldini, who is currently with us, but this is when he only played one season, then retired originally. This is the Maldini we have is the regen, but it's not this one. It's got a 6.67 for defenders. So yeah, well done to Gambino, my man. Let's go. Anyway, I think this is the last thing to go through this season. I don't know if there's anything else that I may have missed. If there's anything else I may have missed, please do let me know, guys, and I will go through it at the start of next season. But I think this is the last couple of things we need to go through, starting with the all-time goal and goal assist. Well, this one's assists. So to get on this list, you need at least 88 assists, and that is held by Camoranesi, who retired 2015, and Totti, who retired in 2014, with 88 each. Damien Duff of Chelsea and Steven Gerrard of us have both got 90 in 13th position. Cassano for AS Roma with 92 in 12th. Diasler for Bayer Leverkusen, 93 assists in 10th. Also alongside Van Bommel, who retired in 2014, who has got 93. Batista for Real Madrid has got 95. We've got Vicente of Valencia with 96 in 8th. Schweinsteiger of Bayern Munich has got 97. Lampard is in 6th for Chelsea with 99. Ronaldo for us has got 101. So just to get in the top 5, you need 101 plus. A lot of them will have come at Manchester United though when he did play there. So yeah, but he's on there. We got Schneider, who did play with us. He's now at Fiorentina. He's got 106 in 4th position. We got Xavi, who did actually play for us at one point, I believe, Xavi, didn't he? He's at AC Milan these days. He's got 110 in 3rd position. We got Kaka of AS Roma these days. Is on 112. But the number 1 assist in the game after 11 seasons now is Deco. Still. He retired in 2013. That was 2 seasons ago, and he's still number 1. So yeah, retired for 2 years and still in the number 1 position. Kaka is almost there. Xavi's almost there. Schneider could catch up to it. Ronaldo for us could catch up to it. Lampard could maybe do it potentially. But yeah, well done to Deco. And finally, the big one. The big one. Look at this. You need 153 goals after 11 seasons just to make the top 16 and the total goals chart. All time, whatever you want to call it, the Superstar League of goal scorers, or whatever you want to call this, guys. But to get there, you need at least 153, which is held by Totti, and he retired in 2014, so 1 season ago. Adriano is in 15th with Inter Milan with 154. Cristiano Ronaldo for us. Don't forget, a lot of these goals will have been scored at United, though. before joining us, so he's on 157. We got Thierry Henry at Manchester United, did play for Arsenal and did play for us at one point, though he didn't score an awful lot for us. He's in 13th with 164. We got Schwartz, who scored an absolute ton of goals. I think most of them goals will have been for us, actually, because he's only been playing at AC Milan like one season. Did play at Barca for a year, I believe, as well. He's on 168 in 12th position. Ibrahimovic of Juventus is on 170 in 11th position. We got Aymar of Valencia, who's an attacking midfielder, by the way. 172. They'd probably play him up front anyway if you really wanted to. So yeah, and that's just the top 10. To get in the top 10, you need at least 172. So yeah, Saviola of Sevilla at the moment is on 173 in 9th position. Drogba, who is now retired this season, finishes up on a grand total of 175. Could his regen beat that? Who knows? We've got Fernando Torres for us. Don't forget he was at Atletico for 2 seasons, so he might have scored a good chunk of those goals there. But I think mostly they've come for us because he's been with us since like start of season 3. 178. Alan Smith of Manchester United is 6th with 192. Ryan Babel, he's 2 away from his 200th career goal. Wow, amazing. He's in 5th. You need 198 just to get into the top 5 at this point. Cliver of Valencia is on 199. Michael Owen for bronze position. This is bronze place currently. We've got Michael Owen of Newcastle on 205. I don't believe he's moved. I think he's not transferred or anything. He's just stayed at Newcastle all this time. 205 just to make the top 3. Ruben Oliveira of Real Betis is now on 221 for silver place there. But you know who's number 1. He scored 37 goals this season in all competitions. I don't know if this actually takes pre-season into effect at all. That's a good question, actually. I have no idea if it does or not. I'm assuming it probably doesn't, but it may do. But it is Adrian Mutu, who is nearing 300 goals now. He's on 289. He will probably more than likely hit his 300th goal next season for us. So, yeah, that is what it is. And so, I think that is everything today, guys. I've been sat here for probably like an hour and a half, maybe nearly 2 hours at this point. I have no idea, honestly. But I've been here a long time and I want to end this off now. So I think that's pretty much everything we've done. What a long season it's been. Started out a little bit shaky against Birmingham and Manchester United. We lost to Manchester United, conceded a goal against Birmingham. Wasn't a convincing win. We thrashed Chelsea, I remember. We had a bit of a shaky game against Celtic. I think we drew the Rangers. Yeah, I mean, and then there was like the Everton game in the Cup that we had. That was like 1-0 and it was 0-0 in the second leg. Champions League, we saw Inzaghi score against, I believe, was it Arsenal in the league, where we won 5-0. I think it was like his first ever like shot that he had with us. He scored. It was like amazing. We lost to Blackburn at Boxing Day. We brought in Palmieri, Chivu and De Jong in the winter window. We were back and forth with United all season. We were nervous about it, but we really started to get going in the second half of the season. We made the cup final. We beat Spurs. We beat United. We went on to beat Chelsea in the final. We managed to make it through the Champions League group. We had an epic game against Chelsea in the Champions League. Was it this one? Was it this one? Yeah, 3-1, where that was one of the most epic games of the season. We got through. We played, was it Real Madrid in the semis? Who did we play in the quarters? Was it I forgot who it was now. I've totally forgot like who it was, guys. It was, oh yeah, it was Arsenal. That was it. Yeah, I mean, like, we had this draw against Wigan towards the end. Doesn't really matter. Won the league on 35, which I think is the latest we've ever won the league. So yeah, a rocky season. A lot of players left us. Joe Cole left us. Ronaldinho left us. just to name a couple there. I'm trying to think of the rest off the top of my head, but you know, I mean, we had a lot of players leave. It was a gamble. We brought Orellano in, we brought Inzaghi in, you know, Palmieri's just joined in the winter window. You know, we're bringing in a lot of younger players, and we're trying to evolve this team. A lot of people are saying it gets boring because you win the every trophy every season. That is what we want to do, though. I mean, that's the whole objective, right? We're trying to do it. You know, I built the Champions League final up in my head for so long. We managed to beat Manchester United in the end. And in my opinion, it should have only probably been 1-0 in the end. I think that would have been a much fairer result. But Manchester United gave us a run for our money this season, and it was epic. And you know what? That loss at the start of the season to United, I think, taught us a lot. And, you know, you grow from these mistakes, and you put better plans of action in there. And you make yourself better. And you know what, I feel like that's what this season has been about. It's been tough, but we've stuck to our game plan, and we've gone along, and we've made improvements where we saw fit, and we've just tried our best, despite maybe coming up short a few times here and there. It's not been the most perfect season, but it's been a little more interesting. You know what? And I'm prepared into next season to take more gambles with this team. I'm talking like, let's get rid of maybe Torres, maybe get rid of Mascherano, maybe one or two other players. I don't know. Let's do something wild. Let's do something different. Let's stop being the same all the time. Players are going to retire soon, so what's going to happen then? You know, and that time is slowly close getting there. And that's all I can say for now. You know what? I'm enjoying this, guys. We have had 11 seasons now, but I still enjoy this. And if you guys still enjoy it, then that's all that matters. If you don't enjoy it, then you don't have to be here. You don't have to watch it. But as it goes on, I still want to be here. I still want to do this. I want to still continue this adventure. Could we win the treble 10 times over? Can we make it to part 1,000? That's what I really love to see happen, honestly. And I think maybe around that time we consider to maybe start slowing down with the series, potentially around then. I don't know. That's my current thoughts. Maybe it might not happen. Maybe I'll think different by then. But thank you for watching this season. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and share as always if you want to. Join us for a pre-season where we don't know what's going to happen. Players probably going to be sold. The transfer market will be open again. You know, we're going to be playing Mallorca, the European All-Stars, Livorno, Little Rascal, Siena, Osasuna, Villarreal, Manchester United, and then the league season will start after that with new faces in there and raring to go again. And maybe a few extra surprises in there. I don't know. We'll see. I'll think about what I'm thinking about, I guess. Join us next time for European All-Stars if you want. And thanks for being there this season, guys. What a season. We have completed 11 full seasons now. And this season was kind of a celebration of celebrating 10 full seasons complete. It's not been the best, but it's been something. Yeah, again. Thank you for being there. And we close the curtain this season. Take care.